What's up, YouTube? About a week ago, like 9 days to be exact, I put out a video talking about Away Decals, RLCS Away Decals. And if any of you are watching this video and clicked on the title, you guys should know. Away Decals are officially out right now. Not for the people in chat. We're doing this, you know, in the past, but like tomorrow / now today for those watching on YouTube, Away Decals are out. They're officially out. You can go check them out in the shop. They drop officially at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So there are going to be new decals coming and a bunch of other things. We're going to talk about a couple different things with these decals because they do bring some exciting new stuff as well. Couple things to discuss about the decals. We're going to talk about the announcements, take a look at some of the unique ways that organizations have brought them in and announced them. And then we're also going to do what everybody loves best. We're going to do a tier list. We're going to talk about how boring some of these are, how terrible they are. And again, this is all subjective. It's just my opinion on some of these things I like. You may not. I might talk about why I like a certain one a certain way. But again, you guys can leave your own opinions in the comments down below. But with that said, let's take a look at the blog post and talk about these Away decals. They put out a post today, which is the 24th here on stream. They'll be out tomorrow. But they say Away decals coming tomorrow. Get ready for it. New decals. The update's going to go live, like I mentioned, 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern. So it'll be later in the day. You can check them out in the Esports store as always. They talk about how they announced new decals back in October when they kicked off the 21-22 season. That Away decals were going to be coming, which is awesome. The fact that we will be able to now have not black cars the whole time or just a orange / red car that's also on the blue side. Like, hopefully we can have some change here. A lot of them are kind of just the inverse with white instead, but it does make it easier to follow along with. So these are going to be for 3 different kits. There's going to be Octane, Dominus, and Fennec, because those are the 3 that are played in the RLCS unless you're one of the unique ones and play a Batmobile. But they state, like the home kits, these decals were designed by the organizations themselves. So if you want to flame anybody, don't flame us. It's not us. It wasn't Psyonix this time. Go yell at the orgs on how boring some of these are. It's on them. They do talk about one thing that is extremely important in all of this. They are allowing, and I don't know many other esports that allow this. This was a big talking point last time. They are allowing sponsors to show on the decal. They are allowing organizations to sell ad spots that benefit themselves in game. If I'm an organization like FaZe, I can go, hey, Nissan, if you spend a ton of money with us, we'll put your logo in this game that has X amount of players and this and that. It's a pretty cool deal. We have the ability to directly promote your brand in game. And you don't even have to do it through the stipulations that come with it. Like, you can support us. We'll do it for you. We'll throw it in here. That's some pretty crazy buying power that these organizations get. It's actually really forward thinking for Rocket League Esports. It's actually incredible. It's really, really awesome. Pretty cool stuff there. You can see it. We'll talk about a couple of different ones. You've also seen a lot of organizations today, which we'll also show here next, announce the new partnership. And I think a lot of the reason why those new partnerships are happening is, one, because obviously it's a prolific organization, but the other side is that ad space, the ability to show it off in game. So I think that's pretty cool. We'll talk about those in just a bit. So they talk about when these are going to be available, and they officially do come out tomorrow, which is now today, which is the 25th. And then obviously they talk about the upcoming regional, which will be North America this weekend. If you guys want to know about how the groups were made, I'll be covering that in a video tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit subscribe and turn on notifications. So we've got a bunch of different ones. We'll talk about these in a bit. I'll also put these up on the side just so you guys can see them, which I already have open because I prepared this. But before we get into that, we're going to take a look at some of these announcement videos because I think some of these are pretty cool. So first up, we've got Endpoint showing off their new decals. So they have their white variant, and then they've also got their sponsor on the side as well. And not everybody did this. Not every organization ended up putting up their like announcement videos. Some people just retweeted the graphic. Some people didn't say anything. But yeah, I think some people take different approaches on all of these. United announces a new sponsorship edition with Elgato, which is owned by Corsair, I'm pretty sure. But some people go above and beyond with some of these, and some are just like, hey, we go buy them tomorrow. Thank you. Smile. For some of these orgs, when they're announcing like the fact that they have a sponsor on the side of the car on the decal, is pretty cool. The two things that are new while these are kind of going through, I'm just going to flip through these. The two things that are new is that Misfits and Complexity have been added to the store. So if you guys are big fans of Misfits and you are big fans of Complexity, you can get their decals now in game as well. So they're adding home kits that are still available, but now they'll also have away kits and 2 new teams. I do agree with Time Lord in chat. Still no Sandrock Gaming. Big sad. Big sad. I am with you on that one. I don't know how the situation works with the teams over there, but that is, I agree, upsetting. Ghost also had one. They are partnering with Drink Control, which I think is like a meal supplement company. I'm pretty sure that they're adding. We've got Guild. I wonder if they slap a big old Subway on the side of that bad boy. What do they do with theirs? I haven't seen this. They don't show anything. All right. Thanks, Guild. Appreciate that. Pittsburgh Knights are going with Zippo, which I think that's the lighter company, right? Fire, Heat, and Fashion. Yeah. So they've got one. Rogue has their new kit. I actually thought this was pretty cool. Reminds me of Pac-Man, which is actually their like jersey decal, which is pretty cool. This is their pro kit. This isn't even their announcement. Maybe I just clicked the wrong thing. That's definitely possible. Did they do anything for their decal? Rogue, I just promoted you for free with your jerseys. Good job. Your jersey bamboozled me. Sonics definitely has an announcement. They're partnering with Intel Arc. So Intel Gaming is going to be their latest partnership. So they will have that on the side of theirs. Space Station. I don't know if Space Station. I thought they did. They do. Here it is. So they have their new kits. So this is their home, and then the away should transition, and they've got ZX PCS ZX PCs as theirs, so that should transition as it comes around the corner. I think I know it changes. They did a longer one also playing. That's a Uno reverse card. What are they doing? Space Station is a bunch of memers. I'm a little worried about music with copyright. Oh, okay, that actually does look pretty good on its own. I think in game that'll look really nice. They actually show it in game with footage. Maybe they've been able to test these ahead of time. Again, I don't know the process. I don't really know the process, but this is what we want, actually. That's actually what we want, is we want to be able to see their decal. Good job, Space Station. I wish there was yellow, though. I wish there was more, other than the little, like, stars on the back. And then Dignitas. God, what do they do? Away decal ideas. I want to see what that list says. It's just a bunch of different cheese names. He's doing a much better job than I would have. The sad thing is he kind of put himself on blast with that. He's like, yeah, man, let me take an RC car, color it white, and then poorly draw my logo and stuff on it with a pen. That's pretty much what you got. Good job. like they kind of put themselves on blast with it, but at least they had fun with the announcement. And they do have a new sponsor. Live, love, bank. Goodbye, old banking. Apparently it's a new way to use banking. Cool. But that's the whole point of these sponsors, right? Is I have no idea what this is, but now I do. Well done. So the important part is I've got a tier list. I've got all 36 decals here. All 36 decals. We are going to rate them from S to D. And then we're also preemptively going to do this. You go there. 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 Anybody else want to go to the... Yep, you too. Your car is literally black and white. The only one that maybe gets a little bit of an exception is NRG, because they have like topology to it, and they've got a little bit of others. I mean, hell, Space Station you can even probably put in there. Space Station, where you at? I knew I left up this for a reason. I know I did this for a reason. So black and white. SK's got Mercedes, which is pretty dope. Space Station, like, I like that Space Station has something on it, right? But like, this is just black and white. Like, Dignitas does have a little bit with like the camo-y bubbles and stuff, but like, it's still just black and white, you know? I don't mind this. At least they've got some color and some flair and some pop to it, you know? Again, we're going to start with this. Round 0, your D tier. It's a white car with a little bit of black accent, and they've got their logo on the top. I just don't see any creativity out of it. It's kind of meh. Guild, I don't mind. I think Guild is kind of like the area where I want to start. So I do like that there's some blue on there. It does have both colors. They even have the Subway on the side, so they've got a sponsor. So shout outs to that. The Octane I actually like probably... Nah, I actually really like the Dominus out of all of them. But overall, not too bad. They've got all 3 colors. Let's put Guild at like B for now. Like, I don't think they're terrible, but they're above a little bit. K-Corp is clean, but kind of lacking, I guess. I would put them at C for K-Corp. Michelin Tires as a sponsor. Team Liquid, 3-color tone. Something that I think was missing in some of their other ones. Still a lot of white space. It's not bad. But yeah, this is Team Liquid. I'm not like crazy sold on it. I put it at like average. It's okay. Misfits. This is one of the new ones. Also primarily black and white, but the logo I think sticks out a little bit more because of it. This one to me is okay. It's similar to Ground Zero, but at least there's some like different stuff to it, you know? Like it's not just like here's a couple lines, a couple accent. This one to me is like C tier, I would say. It's okay. It's not terrible. Energy is black and white. PK. If only their logo wasn't so bad. I don't mind it. I like the fact that they at least were like, hey, let's put some yellow around it. Isn't the point of an away kit to be mostly white? Yes, but like when you are literally just white and that is it, there is nothing that diversifies or makes you stand out more than the other. You've got your logo and it's white. Cool. You know, PK is not terrible. I'd probably put them like C tier as well, I guess. Power, all yellow. I'll give you uniqueness for that. I'd probably put power at a B. I don't think it's bad. Their logo looks like it fits pretty well. I'd probably put it at a B. I don't mind that. I actually like that. Ooh. 3-color scheme. I actually don't mind this. That's either an A or an S. I actually don't mind that. All right, Queso. Way to have back-to-back W's. I put it at a S, and if others like change my mind on S tier, I'll adjust it. Renegades. I think this is the best Renegades one. Because this color I don't think should be dominant. I actually like this decal quite a bit. I think this is actually a pretty solid decal. The color that like burgundy isn't like overpowering. It's used as a pretty good accent. They throw some gray in there as well to mix up all the white. They've even got a sponsor. Logo seems like it fits pretty well. Well done, Renegades. Not amazing, but it's pretty solid. I'll give it like an A. It's pretty good. Ricks. Good color spread. I think the Octane's probably the worst. I do like the Dominus quite a bit for Ricks. No sponsor, it looks like. Unless that's what this is. I don't know what this is. It's okay. I'd probably put it like a B or a C. I'd probably put it at a C. Like high C. Not the drink. Rogue. This is supposed to be their away. Interesting. It's different. Orange is their third color. They've got a sponsor. I want to see this decal in game. I agree with Time Lord. I like the orange accent. I wish they would have added some orange accent up here on the hood. Not too much. Not too much, but I wouldn't mind a little bit. I think it's different, which I do enjoy. Yeah, Tony the Tiger vibes. I agree with that. Super. Someone read a different set of instructions. Kind of feels like it, honestly, right? It kind of feels like they it's instructions unclear. White decal is blue. I'd probably put it like B just because it's unique. Semper, pretty basic. It's clean. I think a lot of pros would use it. Sponsor on the side feels out of place though, which, I mean, what can you do? There's a little bit of white and stuff to mess it up on top. I'd probably put it like a low B. B or C. I'd probably go C. I think it's average. Shopify Rebellion. At least they add some different color. Like this would be D tier if they didn't have any different color. But because they add some color, I'll give it a C. Singularity, I mean, the logo doesn't really stand out. It's very bright. While I do like the breaking up of the white with the lines and stuff, it just doesn't feel all that great. I think it's definitely better, but I still think it's pretty meh. It's clean, like symmetrical and stuff, and the lines and stuff is good, but it's just like I need some darks in there to like if they would like put like a pinstripe or like I don't know. If some of this was black as well, like heck, give a drop shadow to the logo, you're good. Like something. I don't know. I need something a little bit different on this. Again, subjective taste. I think it could be good, but I think it's just too much bright. Might be different in game. I can agree with that. Your black and white car. Shout out to Mercedes sponsorship. Solary. Solar's usually done pretty good. This is very minimalistic. I think the Octane actually looks pretty solid. It's not bad. It's like a B. I don't mind this one too bad. I don't think it's amazing. I would probably put it C or B. I just like the color, personally. I've always enjoyed like Solary's color scheme. What I think would have been really cool is if they did this logo here, but then did an outline with the blue on this side and an outline with the yellow on this side instead of a black logo. But I understand why they did the black logo. I think you could do some like negative space stuff to make it a little bit unique, but don't want to mess with the logo too much. Maybe a C. Maybe a C. I don't know. I don't see it. Like I look at the Fennec, right? Fennec's front center, all white, nothing in here, nothing to like change it up or add some, like at least when we looked at like Shopify Rebellion, they had some like accent color in here, you know? It's not even that the blue is too bright. It's just a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, we're done. You know, maybe it looks good in game. I could be wrong, but Space Station, I like the line work because it makes it so it's not so white. The logo looks good. Like to me, I know it's black and white. I wish they added some yellow, but because of the lines and stuff, the pattern as compared to just solid white, I actually like this. I actually probably would put this in B. I know it's just kind of hypocritical with the whole black and white, but I do enjoy it because of the pattern. Like if they took a pattern kind of approach and they added some stuff, this could be better, but it's just straight up black and white. That's all it is. Also, it says abrazo de gol, which is like, it means like a hug. Like abrazo is abrazo, which is hug of goal. I think it means like a strong hug. I'm pretty sure, if the translation is correct. I think it means like a strong hug. It doesn't say vamos. So, but I'm pretty sure abrazo de gol is like a strong hug. V1. Okay. Chat, I'm going to do something. I'll be right back. This is their jersey. And then you look at it in game. I think that's actually just really smart on branding. So they add a sponsor. They got eFuse now. Couple things that I like. Very, very few, if any, other than like if you want to count like Shopify or Giants and BDS, have a color that's like a purple or a magenta or like a pink or anything. I really like this decal personally. Not even like bias aside, I think V1 has probably one of the best home decals, and their away decal is pretty simple. I think the contrast with that solid white in the middle, if this was like in comparison, solid white, a little bit of accent on the back, but if they did more blue, like this kind of like turquoise with like black accents in it, this decal could look incredible. But it's just solid white. V1 counters that and says, hey, we'll do solid white portions so it pops and our logo gets some attention, but let's add a bunch of different, like that glitch graphic that they do. I think this looks good. I think this looks really good. I just don't know if it's A or S tier. I think it's better than the Renegades one, so I'll put it at S tier. But I do think that Renegades decal is pretty solid. I think that's a great looking decal. That's not even me being biased towards version 1. I think it's just a good looking decal. Anybody who said D tier graphic design is your passion, take that. Vitality, actually not bad. Not bad. I think this looks better than their other one. I think the only thing that I struggle with this one is there's too much. I think the less is more approach on this one could be a little bit better. I would probably put this at C or like a really low B. I don't mind it though. I think it's a little too much. It's not bad though. I actually don't mind this too much. I would say like a low B or like a high C, because I do think it's better than these. I would probably put it at a really low B personally. I'd put it at a really low B. Yeah, it kind of does remind me of a taxi. Like if I hop in this, I hope it's like a cash cab and I can make some money. You know what I'm saying? X set. It's got a gradient, it looks like. I'm really biased to black, red, and white. Those are my colors. But I think this one is missing the mark a little bit. That's a lot of white of nothing. Like all of this is bland. So this is where it's kind of like I don't want to be hypocritical, right? This is all bland, right? They've got the little accent thing here. If I am looking like at the dominance on the bottom right, logo, white. That's it. I think this car is going to look a lot better in game. In game, I think this is going to look good. I assume there's not enough blend CCP because they don't want it to be pink. If they threw a little bit of red in the front here, chef's kiss. Because that I dock it, I would probably put it at a B. I like it. I like it because of color bias, but I'd put it at a B. Like a mid-high B. Again, these aren't 100% accurate. These can be mixed up. They just are what they are. Torrent, huh? It actually looks pretty good. I actually like that a lot. Mall of America sponsorship's pretty pog. It's a unique color. It's not all white. Well done, Torrent. We'll give you an A on that. I actually like that a lot. Normally, I'm like, yo, it's too boring. It's only 2 colors, blah, blah, blah. But I think the color is so different is why I like it. I think the color enough is strong to where it stands out. Like, imagine if Sonics did that, where they made the whole car their, like, turquoise color. Rip everybody's eyes. But because this is a little bit softer tone, I dig it. I dig it. Well done, Torrent. That's an S tier decal right there. BDS doesn't miss. Let's go, BDS. That's a great decal. Love it. You found a way to make me like your decal again. I'm mad that you got rid of the 3-tone color on your decal, but this is a good way to do it. You surround it with your dominant color. Isn't that the old logo? It's the same logo. It's just they ended up like adding like a stroke to it. So, and their colors are nice. I think their colors pop. Yeah, love it. Love it. Love it. Dignitas, your black and white decal. I do like that you add a little bit, but it's still to me not enough to diversify. Complexity, subtle. They get rid of the giant blocks of white by adding a little bit of like pinstripe action, a little bit of little scuffy marks, a little bit on the back. They add little accents, which is why I enjoy it better. There could be better. It could be better, but I do like the little additions that they add. I would put this kind of like in the same respects as like the Vitality one. Vitality gets docked because they do too much. Complexity because I think they could do a little bit more. Endpoint. A lot of busyness in the back. The front's kind of boring. Also red, even though I know endpoint for being blue is interesting. They go with red because it matches their sponsor, which is a smart decision. So they go with the red because it matches with that. But it definitely feels like, yo, scribble. I'd probably put it low B, maybe like a high C. I think it leans more towards B. I do think the front could be a bit better though. The front's kind of boring. I'm just trying to compare it to something else that I put in C. Similar to the Vitality situation, similar to Xset. Yeah, I think it sits. Envy I like. I think the sponsor feels natural. It is just a slight gradient though. I'd probably put it at like an A or a B. High B, low A. United I think is clean. Simple, clean. I love the way that they do the top. I think it's a good looking decal. I'd probably put that at A. The reason why, right, is it's simplistic. The colors spread out for a majority of the vehicle. You still give good showcase to the sponsor. And the sides themselves, because I'm trying to think about it from like an in-game point, you're going to see the part that matters. And each time you like change the camera angle on the car, you're going to get a little bit of color with it. So because those lines go the full length, I think it's not bad. The fact that they don't go around the side and like detract from stuff. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. EG, pretty solid decal. Similar regard. I'd put that similar regard to United. I'm going to give that an A. I actually like that decal quite a bit. The Dominus with the color, they managed to go to, like, these are the little things that I enjoy, right? So like they managed to put the color down through and flow it through. They use it to accent it, which is something that I thought was missing from a lot of other cars. Like that's the benefit, in my opinion, of having like a 3-tone setup. You've got blue, you got yellow, you got white. Find a way to make it look good. I actually like that decal. Pretty solid. Phase. We docked Phase last time. And a lot of people who love it, but to me, it just feels like someone was like, yo, I'm in the Need for Speed Underground 2 editor, and I found this one decal thing, and I'm just going to put a bunch of them all over my car. I think the Dominus probably looks the best, but like it literally feels like Need for Speed Underground 2, and they just took the editor and like, let me just put a bunch of layered decals on here and put them all over the place. I like the color. I like the fact that they spread it out, but it just feels kind of like it doesn't seem like a cohesive pattern. But I still think that they give enough spacing around Nissan to give love to the sponsor. The logo has enough to where it stands out with the white stroke outline on it. I'd probably put it like average. Like it's like a C. It's okay. It's like C or B. I had the same issue with their last one. It's a black and white G2. I like G2s. That's a good decal. Adidas sponsorship's pretty hype, or Adidas, or however you guys say it. It's a bit boring. That's why I don't have it as S. I'd say it's A or B. A really high B, but a low A. I think it's better than some of these, so I put it in A. I put it at A because I look at the other ones I have in B, and I think it's better than some of those, like significantly. You could probably argue it's like SSG tier. Actually, let's do this. I think SSG is better than that. I don't know. I think the fact that they carry the red the whole way through, and they accent it with a couple like paint strokes and stuff, I do think it's a little simplistic, so it gets docked, but like overall aesthetically, it's clean. Black and white. The pattern's not a bad idea, but I wish it stretched more. And then Vodafone Giants. It's a good looking decal, chat. That's a good looking decal. Like it's the little things like, hey, it's all black. Let's add some white accent to it. Let's add a little bit of colors with it. Yo, let's keep these stripes white so we break up all the black and all the like pink magenta. Like Chef's Kiss, and you got a Nike decal like this cut through to make sure it stands out. Well done. I like that decal a lot. That's what I got for my decals, chat. That's what I got for my tier list. What do you guys think? These aren't in any particular order from left to right. If you want to know my specific opinions on it, make sure you guys check it out on the timestamps down below. But this is what I got, chat. The only black and white one that I think survives is SSG because of the pattern that they applied to it. Why is V1 so high? Because it's good. V1 decal stands out, brother. Come on. It's a good looking decal. If you would like to also do your own tier list, I will make sure to link this in the comments down below. If you check out the description, it will have a link to it that says tier list and then a link to it. This is what I got. This is what I got for my tier list, chat. I think some things can definitely be adjusted. If I had like an F, I would probably be able to adjust some a little bit more. Like there's a bunch of these like Vitality and stuff that I would probably put it like in between. There's a couple that I put in between A and B. And if I had another tier, it might be a little bit more accurate. But for the most part, this is what I got. As a reminder, these are all out today when this video drops, when you guys are watching this on YouTube. These are all officially out. They come out at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can go pick them up. You can go support them in the Esports shop. Show your love. I would tell you to use code LAWL in the store, but it doesn't work for Esports decals. But if you guys are buying anything, make sure you use code LAWL. It's greatly appreciated. But That is going to do it for today's video. If you guys want to tweet at me at Lawler TV your own tier lists, or if you want to let me know in the comments down below, let us have it. But if you guys enjoy the content, as always, thumbs up, subscribe, notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.